Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the KOmega Gamer channel. I'm the Omega One himself, the KOmega Gamer. Now, when you look at my inventory, you may notice things from the last few videos are a little different. Well, that is because the game later on keeps freezing on me. Now, I've taken the disc out and cleaned it, so hopefully it doesn't freeze on me anymore. But for those of you new to this, I am playing Resi 4. For those of you that aren't savvy, that's Resident Evil 4 on the PlayStation 2. And it kept freezing on me, and I had saved it at a point that was past where I was, so I had to pretty much play through it all over again to get back to this point to make my part 3. So, shoot that. Wait for the fire to go away, that'd be a good idea. Pick up that spinel, yes. In my other video, I had gotten just a little bit further than this, but I had saved at that typewriter, so you're pretty much just going to get to see what the very last things I did in the last video. Shoot that. Come over here and get this one. Pop. I don't think there's anything in this box. Let me check anyway. Yeah. Run this way, and the merchant will be over here.
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
I bet you do. So, stranger, any luck with the blue medallions? Remember, shoot 10 or more to get your specialized gun. If you remember, there are 7 in the farm, which was in the second video. No, the first video. Yeah, it was the first video. And it left off in the second. The second video started up at the farm. Yeah, okay. Alright, so the first video was the farm. There are 7 in the farm, and there are 8 in the cemetery, which is the part coming up.
What are you selling?
I'm going to get rid of all this TMP ammo.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I managed to snag up a golden egg running through this time, trying to catch back up to where I was, so you guys can see the value of a golden egg versus a normal egg, and it's 10 times the value, 3,000 pesetas for that golden egg.
Is that old?
I will be selling that.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to sell the large bass, keep the 3 little ones.
Thank you. Is that old, stranger?
Now, I didn't sell any of my treasure going through up till this point, so all of this treasure that I'm selling right now is from all of the chapters leading up to this, pretty much.
Is that old?
So I'm just catching up.
Thanks. Thank you.
And as you can see, my pesetas just went through the roof. Okay, now you can see. Well, as you can now see, my pesetas went through the roof. So, alright, back out of this.
What are you buying?
Oh yeah, I need to buy stuff.
What are you buying?
The rifle. I'm definitely, well, I need to move these fish. And my cat just bumped it, the stand that I have the camera on, so that's what that just was. Alright.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
What are you buying? Is that old? Is that old, stranger? Thank you. Is that old? Is that old? Thank you. Is that old?
Always upgrade the ammo, like right off the bat, just to get those extra couple of bullets. Little fun fact, just in case you didn't know, if your gun is completely out of ammo and you buy an ammo upgrade for it, then it will replenish the clip that's in the gun. So say your gun held 12 shots and it was completely out, and then you get an upgrade and it holds 15 shots, then it'll have 15 rounds in the gun starting off after the upgrade. So that's a nice little tidbit of information, I believe. Alright. Now to the cemetery. Let's see, I think there's a bird's nest right above my head. There is, yes. Back it up a little. Oh, a hand grenade. I will take that. And, okay, there it is. Rifle ammo. Sweet. Yep, we are in the cemetery, which is where the church is. Birdies. Always use flashbangs on the birds, guys. Always use flashbangs on the birds. Oh, I blinded somebody in the process. Idea stuff. Oh, I see blue medallions hanging everywhere. Pull that pistol back out. Oh. Got a little close there, didn't he? I'm just gonna run up and knife him. Yeah, she sounds close. She was very close. Knife is your best friend. That knife is your best friend. Alright, so we're gonna run in here. Right about here is where you're going to want to get into the habit of double knifing your boxes, because this is the part where the snakes start showing up, is in this chapter. So you're going to want to start making it a habit, because they will show up from time to time from now on. Just a little FYI. And those snakes, they'll jump out and they'll hurt you. And, but at least you get the eggs from them, right? So there's a little positive. And the eggs will heal you, and every snake drops one after you kill it. So it's guaranteed. The question is will you have to use it on yourself, or will you get to save it? Alright, so you see these tombstones right here? They are going to play a role in a puzzle that's coming up here in a second. Now, I don't have to look at these tombstones because I've done it several times. So I don't need to know what's on these tombstones. But if you look at them, you'll get the answer to the puzzle that is coming up here in a minute. And there's another one. Alright, now technically I could stop shooting these medallions right now and still get my gun. But if you get all 15, it gets a power upgrade too. And you're going to want that power upgrade. Oh, back it up, back it up, back it up. Not good. Alright. Shoot this. Always look up in the skies. Those trees, they hold treasures. They hold lots and lots of treasures. And there's another medallion over here this way. Give it a nice little pop if I can get my dot on it. Oh. Dadgummit. Wasting the whole clip just trying to shoot this thing. Get a little closer, see if that'll help. There we go. Okay. Now, you can either walk up to this door and it'll initiate a little cutscene with Hunnigan, or you can continue down this path and it'll initiate a cutscene with Hunnigan. Now, she's a bit of a bitch in both of them, so either way you go, she's going to be a bit of an asshole. But I'm gonna go this route and just walk up to the door and check it, just so I don't get the more asshole comments from her.
Hunnigan, it's Leon. The door's locked. I can't get in.
Didn't they teach you how to pick locks at the academy?
There's some sort of indentation, like something might fit inside.
Well, there's no use standing around. Leon, you have to find some way or something to get inside.
Didn't they teach you how to pick locks at the academy? That's better than the alternative. If you go this way, she calls you a lazy sack of shit, so there's always that, even though you're here completely by yourself. Go ahead and take care of both of them. There were two around this corner, and one of them had dynamite, and I'd rather not in a small confined space like that. So you look up here, and there's another medallion. Look at that. Pop. Walk up to this. Alright, so the three insignias that it's talking about here are on those tombstones. So we're going to go 3, 4, what was it? 3, 3, 3, 4, and one more 4. Da-da-da-da-da! Green cat's eye. I only need one more. And I'm trying, for the love of God, to remember where it is. And it would be the yellow cat's eye, if I'm not mistaken. Ahí está. Off the side with you. Huh. Off the side. Off the side. Alright, so that's pretty much how you handle that. Real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Jump over here. Medallion right there underneath this bridge, nice and hidden. Alright, my first use of the sniper rifle, and it is for a medallion. All the way down over there. And then there's another one, the last one, right in our faces. Right there. Alright, 15 out of 15. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this box right here is the very first snake box. Haha, and I will use that egg, thank you. Well, that's messed up. Oh. Man. Called out for Lord Sadler upon his death. That's loyalty right there. You can't buy that. You have to implant it. Alright, so coming around this corner right here, you'll notice there's a fuck ton of crows, so we're just going to throw this flashbang in the middle of all of them. And looky there, free money. Do not try to shoot them, they will fly away. You should more than be able to have flashbangs, at least one up to this point, and it even gives you your flashbang back. And I know what you're thinking, oh, I'm looking at these numbers like 300 prasadas, 400 prasadas, 200 prasadas. Yeah, well, that stuff adds up, especially if you didn't watch the previous videos and didn't collect any of the previous treasures that we came up on. You're probably a broke, hurting person right now, so. Because I don't think there is a thing that I've missed. I may be wrong on that. There may have been 1 or 2 things that I've missed, but I don't think that I have. I will admit there is one treasure that I do always miss, and it's one of the purple gems for the headband. I usually always miss one of the purple gems for the headdress, and it's usually the very first one. I just always forget it for some reason. And if we go over here, the El Gigante is in here. Here's something growling on the other side. Yeah, he wants him some Taco Bell. He's hungry. He's got those late night munchies. Alright, so if you notice, this door right here is different from all of the other doors we've gone through. That's because this is the merchant's door. So the merchant has his own little hut down here, and we're going to go and explore it a little bit. Pistol ammo, more than happy to take that. See this little riverway right here? Remember this, because we'll be seeing it again later. Just like any of the Resident Evil games, this is like 2/3 backtracking, so... However, most people don't realize to go back to this. It's kind of like a little hideaway location, so you really have to do some exploring in order to find it. And look at this. This guy has a full... I should just kill him and take all this stuff, right? If only that were that simple. He's probably feeding both sides with all this shit laying around.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Well done, stranger. I see you've shot enough number of medallions. Like I promised, go claim your specialized gun in the buy screen. Don't worry about money. This one's on the house. Alrighty, so...
What are you buying?
The Punisher. And look at that, it's got 1.1 firepower, which is its second level instead of its first level. So I got it and it's upgraded for all of those medallions. I will buy that, and I'm going to take a peek at it, just because I'm not 100% if I missed something or not. I'm going to make sure with the map. And I'm going to sell the Punisher. You can keep it and sell the other one. You can keep both of them. But my favorite pistol on this game is the Red 9. That's my personal favorite. So I don't really care for like the handgun I have now or the Punisher. But the handgun that I have now on its level 2 upgrade is a 1.2 in firepower. So I'm just going to sell this one off because it's worth more and it's weaker.
Thank you.
And put me back up to almost 100,000.
Thank you.
Okay, there I'm back up to 100,000. Asadas. Alright, so I think I'm going to take a gander at the treasure map, make sure I didn't miss anything. You can access the map using triangle, by the way. I know I haven't accessed it up to this point because I haven't felt the need, so... Well, it doesn't look like I've missed anything. This is a great way to make sure that you get everything humanly possible. But I've remembered everything up to this point, so I'm pretty sure I don't need it. Maybe for that purple gem, because I probably will wind up forgetting that, and then later on in the game be like, why haven't I completed this? What's wrong with this? Alright, so we're going to go up to these stairs and go through this door to our right. Run up into this hut. Handgun ammo. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yep, there's a rock trap coming up. See, that's how you can tell with the narrow passageway is rock trap. Run, Rudolph! I almost pressed L1, R1. That would have been bad. Let's see, I can't remember if there is. Yeah, there it is, right there. Bam. Alright, so we're gonna run down this way, and a whole bunch of shit's about to pop off. Yeah, ahí está. Sweet, killed himself. Run over there and kill. Alright, so run up in here, and I think there's a snake. Yep, snake. TMP ammo that I don't need, and this guy's creeping. Alright, appreciate it. 1,000 pesadas. Always using them pesadas. Oh, somebody killed himself. That's great. Alright, here these guys come. That guy killed himself and it activated those guys. So, I'll pull out my shotty and just let them get real close. In fact, I think I might put my back to the wall. Come on, fellas. Now they're kind of spread out a little bit. Oh, get off. How are these guys still standing? They didn't want to go down easy, did they? And here comes more. Look at that. In case you're wondering what that shiny glowy thing down there is, that is a grenade. A hand grenade, to be more specific. Yeah, come on, get over here. And that leaves this guy. Oh. Damn, tossed me like a rag doll. Well, that's what you get for doing that, so. I'm almost dead from that encounter. Ridiculous. I'm thinking I'm gonna use one of my fishies. Yeah, that is fine right there, just like that. Reload my shotty. Burning up them shotgun shells. And pull out my pistol. Alright, let's rock and roll. So I don't have to worry about any more ambushes from behind, because those like 12 guys that showed up from the way we came, those guys are pretty much the ambushers. So now we really only have to worry about the people that are in front of us, which is good news, because I hate it when enemies come from behind. Oh, look at that, antique pipe. Oh, somebody saw me. Just to be real, it looks like I shot him in his genitals. That would have stunned me too. I know there was a guy down there. Did he not see me? Interesting, interesting. Yeah, here they come. Back to the wall. Oh, you're chunking stuff. I see how you roll. Okay. You can get on the ground then. Kicks for everybody. I'm like Daniel Bryan over here. I'm just kicking everybody. Alright. Who's next on the kill list? Let's see. Go down this way. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Does not look like I did. Run down this way. See that guy down there? I could have either used the bullet to blow the thing up, or I could have shot him with the bullet and lured him down here. So, 2 birds with 1 stone. Alrighty. And that's how you clear that. Good, fast, and in a hurry. Haha. Got the snake and the box in one go. Brown chicken egg. I'll eat that, sure. I don't need another 1 space item clogging up my inventory, so I'm gonna eat it. And I'm gonna reload. And that looks like another snake right there. Where'd you go, Mr. Snake? I know I saw you. I know I saw it crawling. I must be losing my mind. That could very possibly be what it is. Huh. Well, not gonna waste no time on a snake. I'm out of here. I say that, but I wasted like a legit minute looking for that snake. 30 seconds or something like that. Alright, so we're coming up on the fork in the road. Now, we can either go one of 2 ways here. We can go to the top, which will initiate a cutscene, introducing us to the Lago, which is this salamander alligator looking kind of thing, which is actually really smart on the part of Capcom and the creators of Resident Evil 4 to include the salamander as one of the first, pretty much the first boss that you really fight in the game, because a salamander has regenerative properties, and making it fuse with a Las Plagas virus makes a lot of sense, actually. So, now, I'm not gonna go up top, I'm not gonna go to the left, for the simple fact that this game has been freezing on me in the cutscenes, because it is PS2 and it is super old, because I'm original nostalgia like that. So this is PS2, and it has been freezing on me in the cutscenes. So, which is pretty much why I had to restart this. So, I'm not going to go up top. I'm going to go to the bottom. And pop that, and it should drop, yep, gold bangle with pearls. That'll sell for a nice pretty price. Go into this room over here, get my handgun ammo. Ooh, a yellow herb. Smoking that good. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and combine that with one of my red, or with one of my red greens. Yeah, there we go. Make it a full set. Just in case I need it in a pinch. Oh, and these things sell for a nice hefty price too, so if you get too many of these and you don't need them, you can sell these off for a nice little tidbit of money if you're broke and need ammo. It's because sometimes, especially during your first playthrough, you have to sell your guns off and rebuy them from the merchant just to have ammo. But hopefully we won't have to stoop to that low. We'll see. Once you hit the castle later on in the game, it starts to get dicey. Excuse me. Yes, I will take that green herb. I think I will save here. Now I am gonna try to go ahead and fight this boss and get past this. But there is a cutscene part in it where Leon has to cut the rope off of his leg in order to get away from the monster after you've technically killed it. So it freezes up right there, or it has been anyway. I don't know if it's going to this time, but it's been freezing up right there. And it will continue, but only after like several minutes, like 5-10 minutes of it being frozen in that one particular spot. But it continues on after that. But I had already, when I had recorded this the first time, I had already turned it off, turned the camera off once it had already started back up again. So I just pretty much had to rerun through it real fast and get back to the point where I was. But I am going to try to fight this boss. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe if you enjoy watching me play all of your favorite nostalgic video games. And the Nintendo 64 will be coming soon. I will be playing a buttload of Nintendo 64 games and PlayStation games. I'm hoping to get my hands on an original Xbox within the next couple of months, so I can start playing original Xbox games like Halo 2, and one of my favorites is WWE Raw 2, because of the things that you get to do. It's actually pretty awesome, although the creativity of your created character is not all that great, but we'll address all of that later on. And if you want to see me play a game specifically, or do a walkthrough specifically, or a review specifically, something any of that nature, just anything you'd like to see me do, don't forget to leave it down in the comment section, because we're always open to do just about anything when it comes to anime or TV or movie reviews and video games. So that's just in case it freezes while I'm trying to fight this boss. Hopefully it doesn't. Going across the water. By the way, if you shoot those fish that are back there at that pier, you'll get a very interesting cutscene. I definitely recommend it. I'm just kind of pressed for time and trying to skip the cutscenes because it's freezing. But you should definitely check out the top cutscene and the bottom cutscene, or the next cutscene after that with the fish. And I'm going to skip this just because I don't want it to freeze on me, you know. Oh no. Yeah, the goal here is to avoid the logs while throwing harpoons at the Del Lago monster. Alright, so I'm already half dead. I'm gonna be... Oh no! That's not how you avoid the Del Lago monster. No, he's gonna get me. Wow. I wasn't expecting that at all. I just got owned by the Del Lago. yes, I think I will continue. I was not expecting that death. Well, I guess that's how you put a little spice on things, huh? Well, I guess it is a good thing that I saved right here because it goes to the last save point. And for me, that's right here in the shack, so... Once again, I'll be avoiding these fish down here that are at this pier, but if you have a second and you're doing all the cutscenes, shoot these fish, and it activates a cutscene, and it's probably one of my favorite ones in the whole game, so it's definitely worth it. Get on, and let's go across this lake. Hopefully we don't get eaten again. Skip. Go ahead and do that. Go over here to avoid this. Avoid that. Alright. Definitely off to a better start. We have another one. Alright, I get to pluck him with like 2 or 3. I don't have to hold the trigger, the R1 button down for this sequence. All you gotta do is throw. So, as soon as he pops up, chunk him. Yeah, alright. Oh, yeah, barely avoided him, but the steering is kind of bonkers on the boat, so... Oh, well that was a near miss. But you can pretty much see him under the water most of the time, so... Haha, I hit him. I think that's might be the first time I actually hit him while he was under the water. So that's pretty cool. Pop him over here. Come on, big boy, what you got? Oh, that last one was a near miss. And he's going under the water. Come over here to avoid him, and I didn't avoid him. I went right to him. And I think before I go any further on that, I will use one of these green herbs. Go ahead and get my health back to peak. Alright, where are you coming up at, man? Where are you coming up at? Where are you... Got him. Here's the cutscene I was talking about that it freezes on. I'm hoping that it didn't freeze up here. It looks like it might have, though. That's the biggest problem you get with older systems like this. Not really so much the Nintendo 64. I don't really have that game. That system frees up on me a lot. But the PlayStation 2s, especially the older they get, you know, they get dusty and stuff like that. But I've actually taken this one apart and cleaned it out. And I cleaned the disc before I started this up. So, you know, sometimes it just freezes up and there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. If I end up having to order another Resident Evil 4 to do this, then I will, because I'm pretty sure it's not the PlayStation 2. My other games don't really freeze up on this PlayStation 2, so I'm assuming it's the disc. There's just something wrong with the disc. But I have beaten the boss, so what I'm going to do is in my next video, I'm just going to start it up from the point after beating the boss, because pretty much all that happens is you beat him, then you keep going across the lake to a cabin. You get off on the dock and there's a cabin. Well, you go in that cabin and it goes into a cutscene and it sequences from this chapter into chapter 2-1. And you pretty much start up from 2-1 and you go back out. You can get back on the boat and go back across the lake or whatever. You can continue to move forward, but I do believe that in the next, the part 4 of Resi 4, I'm going to start from the cabin. So that way I can get past this little freeze point that it likes to get stuck on for some reason. Because like I said in the first video, it actually did go past it after a certain amount of time. It just was after I had cut the video off already. So, I'm just going to start it up at the point after this boss battle, and as you can see, the boss is dead, and there's a little cutscene where you have to cut the rope off of your foot, but this boss is done with, essentially. So, without having a choice, I'm going to end it right here, because I had a feeling that it would freeze right here. But, it's going to pick up pretty much right after this, the next installment of this video series, the Resi 4 video series. And I'm going to go back and show you everything that you may have missed. So don't worry, you're not missing out on anything, because I'm going to go and cover it. And in fact, the little merchant hole is on the lake, so I will be coming back across the lake in the next video to show you the merchant's hut. That is across the lake. That probably, I don't know if a whole lot of people know about it or not, but it is a little secret hidey hole, so you may learn something new about it. I'm not sure on that, what you know, and all that, but so yeah, that's where the next video will pick up, and I'm going to start doing a bunch of Nintendo 64 videos mixed in, and I think I'm also... the next video I'm going to release after this one is going to be a Spyro Ripto's Rage Part 1 playthrough. I love Spyro. It's an awesome game. Good, solid PlayStation game. I think it still holds up to this day. I'm going to be playing it on my PS3 because I don't have an actual PS1, but my PS3 does play the original PlayStation games. So I'm going to be playing it on that, but it's the same, it is the actual PlayStation 1 disc. It's not a download or anything like that, it's the actual disc itself, so that's going to be fun. Hopefully it's fun for you guys too. And like I said earlier, don't forget to leave me a like and a subscribe if you enjoy what you're seeing, and don't be afraid to put down in the comments section if there's anything you'd like to see me review or play, because I'm down for pretty much anything, especially to get that nostalgia rush back, you know. We're also working on getting a Game Boy SP, so that way I can play the Game Boy games. Now, actually, I'm going to get a Game Boy SP, but I'm also going to get the Game Boy attachments that come to the Nintendo 64 controllers with Pokemon Stadium. And that will allow me to play any of the old school Nintendo games on the actual, like, screen. But, for, like, Leaf Green and, for, like, Pokemon Leaf Green, or, Legacy of Goku 2, or I think even Legacy of Goku, the first one for that matter. For those types of games, Game Boy Advance and up, I'm going to need a Game Boy SP. So I'm going to try to get my hands on one of those. But this has been Resi Evil, or Resident Evil 4 Part 3, and Part 4 will be coming in a couple of days, and it'll be picking up, like I said, just right after this. And I think the next video that'll be coming out right after this will most likely be either the next installment to this, or like I said, my Spyro Ripto's Rage playthrough for the PlayStation 1. But I appreciate you guys, your support and watching, and this is all for fun. I have been the KOmega Gamer, the Omega One, and good night and goodbye. Bang.